back, you know, because if we
also no, it wasn't the second round. Sorry, it was a decision.
Fair enough. Yeah. Well, it's great to see Weidman back because there was a time in UFC history where he was the shit. Like, he was the most looked at fighter, and that was when
that was about when he was fighting Rockhold.
Yeah, but not even that. But when he was fighting Anderson Silva for the first time.
Anderson,
yeah, and they called him knocking out Anderson Silva one of the best knockouts in UFC history when Anderson Silva literally dropped his hands, was just trying to dodge.
It was kind of showboating.
He was
showboating and he got caught.
And then he tried to do the same. He did it for a while, and then again on the second time he tried to showboat again, kicked Chris Weidman's leg, and then Anderson Silva shattered his entire leg. And then that was one of the most brutal injuries.
He just broke his tibia in half.
Oh, he did. It's a full snap, yeah.
It was a very clean break.
Every time I go back and watch it, it just makes me squirmish and it just makes me cringe.
Gross. It's gross.
Because I can't fathom the pain that goes through, especially when you're breaking your shin bone. Like, just knocking your shin bone against something.
It must be so... It must be so painful to just snap your tibia in half. Your whole shin bone snaps in half. As well as... When you're in a fight, you have so much adrenaline, you can't feel as much.
Yeah.
But as soon as he broke it, he was just howling in pain. The amount of pain he must have felt, even with that adrenaline going through him, would have been unreal.
Yeah. Here's the weird thing, though, when it comes to those sorts of injuries. People, you hear people say that when we go through those sort of injuries, or like they lose a limb or a finger, they don't feel it for like the first 10. The first couple of minutes, apparently, because the brain's like, oh shit, and the body just rushes all these endorphins, so that way you don't feel the full pain. And then you start to realize, oh shit, I lost a finger, or I've broken my leg. That's when you finally realize that, that's when the pain really starts to kick in.
Yeah, I just wanted to correct myself. When I was saying round 2 KO, I actually meant Derek Lewis. I got a little bit confused. I remember when I was scoring it, I scored it 29-28. With Weidman winning the first round because of the amount of control he had, as well as the third. Omari was coming back in the second. I really hope I'm pronouncing his name right, but he won in the second. He beat him in the. He dominated the second round. So I scored at 29-28. Moving on to Derek Lewis against Alexei Oleinik. I'm going to tell you a funny story about with Oleinik. I typically don't bet on the UFC, right? But I have in the past. I try not to bet because MMA is terrible for betting because it can really... MMA is one of the most dangerous sports